Good evening, everybody. This is the Assist Sports Podcast, live coming to you from Dallas, PA, the Captain's Quarters, as always. And we got a great show for you this week. It's really, really good stuff.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to doing the show.
I like this.
Yeah, this was a long week so far. What the heck? Man,
I feel that one.
I'm struggling this week.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man.
I caught the sick, also known as the allergies that come like right before Halloween and hit me every year. So
Yeah,
if I'm doing that a lot. Get ready.
yeah, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Listen, folks. We're doing Facebook Live now, and it just is. It ends up being a better experience for everybody. You can leave comments on this video. So if you do get a chance to see that we are live, just make sure that you can leave the comments. We cannot do anything about them right now. We have a loaded show here. So, just leave the comments. We'll definitely get back to you. Another way to reach us is you can go to our Facebook page, the Assist Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
Go on in there. For some reason I said it to public, but it keeps wanting people to join. So, like if it says, hey, ask permission to join, that's fine. We can, we'll definitely allow you to join, but I did set it to public, but ask to be invited. You'll get notifications when we go live, like now, things like that. Another way you can reach us, and we've been getting some emails, which is awesome, is our email address, assistsportspodcast, all one word, @gmail.com.
Yep.
Go ahead and send us an email. Send us some feedback.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we've got this starting five thing, which we started doing last week, and it's great. Keeps us kind of on track, keeps us going with the things that we need to do, and I'll tell you what, it's an awesome thing. But one of them is a question of the day. It's the last one. So you heard a question of the day last week. You'll hear another one tonight. And if you have an idea for the question of the day, either send it to us. You can Facebook message us, or you can post it, or you can send it via email, like we said. So we'll go ahead and get started with our starting five today. EJ, what's number one on the starting five for today?
Well, let's go down the starting five, and then we'll start it off here. First off is the big question everybody's been asking since the Seahawks got out of Pittsburgh. Are the Steelers done for? That's a good question. We'll figure that out in just a second. Then we got our NFL picks. That's going to be our quick picks. So, for example, when it comes down to quick picks, we're not going to get really into details. We're just going to say, off the top of my head, Raiders versus Rams. Who wins?
Rams.
There you go. Real quick. There you go. That's what quick picks is, because I just feel I need to clarify for that. And then we got college picks. We got actually a few games that are in the top numbers this time.
Yeah, we run with whoever, if they're in the top 25 rankings at the time and they're playing each other, we pick the games. So that'll be exciting. And
then we got our landmark, what everybody comes here for, the NEPA high school football. We have that. And then we got the question of the day, which is pretty neat. And then we'll let you off from there, but stick around.
So let's go back. Yeah, I know.
The question here. Are these boys done?
Yeah. You want to go first?
You can go first, actually.
Okay, I'm going to make this pretty quick. No, we're not done. We're not done. Why? Because we're in a division with the Bengals, and they're terrible. And the Browns are, they're the Browns. They're very inconsistent. They've got a lot of growing up to do. They got a nice win Monday night, but against a very poor team.
The Jets.
Yep, they're poor. Hope you're enjoying that, Le'Veon Bell. Additionally, the Ravens. Everybody's rah-rah-rahing about the Ravens. The Ravens, I think, put up, 1,083 yards in the first 2 weeks. It's the third highest total in the history of the league in 2 games for an offense. But I hate to tell the Ravens, one injury dooms y'all. So I certainly
lost a lot of good players. Who did they lose? C.J. Mosley, I think they lost.
Yeah, but I think they've had some losses on the offensive line too. So they're listen. The Ravens are 2-0, but they're a really treacherous 2-0.
Yeah, it's kind of like walking across the bridge. Yeah. It's there, but then it's like moving, and it's like we're gonna fall off soon. And I don't know when.
That's right.
Yeah, I got you.
But I'm going to tell you, the Steelers are not done. I like the trade for Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins. It's great. It's great. You have a player the Steelers liked from a good college program who's already started in the league and fits our system better. I think it makes our secondary better, which has been one of our weaknesses the last couple of years. And I think it helps us. I think you'll see some changes, definitely. And I think our quarterback is going to be great. What do you think?
I like Mason Rudolph.
Yep, me too.
Thanks to the Steelers on being on Fox, I wasn't able to see most of the game, but from what I did see with Mason Rudolph, the thing that lost us that game was the pass interference call. That gave the Seahawks a first down where they were able to run the clock down. Now, it was only a 2-point deficit at that time. We could have easily came back if we didn't get that call, because Mason Rudolph sure as heck was not the reason we lost that game.
No, certainly not.
I like him. He's able to connect with the people. I mean, if Juju can get open, if Mason can hit him, well, we can get yards. And I'll tell you right now, Mason's not the reason that we lost that game, and he's obviously going to show it against San Francisco. Weak team, but we also got the pickups for Fitzpatrick, and James Conner apparently is going to play on Sunday, which I'm thankful, because as much as I trust Jalen Samuels because I love him to death,
yeah, he's
right.
Good.
He's a good kid, but James Conner, he's so good, and we lose him, and it's just like, well, I'm about to head out because I don't know what we're supposed to do. So I like that we get Conner back, because Conner says he's going to play on Sunday.
All right.
And this kid we're coming from the kid who beat cancer and beat all of this stuff that's been going on in his life. If he says he's going to play,
what's not to like about that?
You know what? He's going to play. Yeah. So, no, I don't think we're out. I think we're maybe a 10-6, 11-7 team.
No, it'll be 11-5, and I don't know. It's going to be
11-7. What am I talking about? 11-7. All right.
Come on, do your maths. So
I've been sick. Okay, chill.
Yes, you got medicine head.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So to be continued on the Steelers. Let's hop to number 2, the NFL Quick Picks. Let's get right to it. Tonight's game, Titans at the Jaguars. Who you got?
I got the Titans.
So do I. Falcons, big win over those Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
Falcons at the Colts. Who you got?
The Falcons.
So do I. I have the Falcons.
It's mostly because I don't think the Colts are going to pull it off.
No, I don't think so either. The Falcons are underrated. I think their loss in week 1 wasn't that big of a deal. All right. Bengals at the Bills.
I chose the Bills on this one.
Yeah, so did I. Dolphins at the Cowboys. Should I even ask?
What do you think I picked?
The Cowboys, just like me.
You'd be absolutely correct on that.
Broncos at the 2-0 Packers.
I think I got the Packers on this one. Yeah, I did choose the Packers on this one.
So did I. Lions at the Eagles.
Well, I chose the Eagles, but because the Lions, they didn't show me much these past 2 weeks.
Well,
but I like the Eagles in this one.
They did win last week.
And I'm going
to tell you something else. I picked the Eagles, but it would not surprise me at all to see the Lions win this game. Strangely enough, as weird as that sounds. Ravens at the Chiefs. Oh, yeah, Ravens. Yeah, the great. I got the Chiefs.
Good luck being undefeated, because it isn't going to happen after this week.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs. They look really good.
We're not trying to be homers, but I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Chiefs look good. They're my pick in the AFC.
You don't go into Arrowhead and just you just
no toughest place in the league to play.
You can't.
Raiders at the Vikings.
Vikings.
So do I. Vikings. Jets at Patriots. I know we have the Patriots. Let's move on. Giants at the Buccaneers.
Giants.
I have the Buccaneers. I have the Buccaneers. Now, this is another game. I flip-flopped. I think that the Giants could win it.
I think the Giants are going to win because I like Daniel Jones.
So do I. I think he's going to surprise people, especially my son-in-law, the Giants fan. Panthers at the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals.
So do I. Panthers look really bad right now. Saints at the Seahawks. Who you got?
I got the Seahawks because Drew Brees is out.
So do I. Hurry back, Drew Brees. Steelers at the 49ers. Who you got?
I think that the Steelers win this game in a nail biter.
I think the 49ers beat us by 10 or more points, and we're going to be 0-3. I just feel horrible about this game. We always play badly on the road against the 49ers. We've always struggled at San Francisco. I hope I am wrong. Steelers, that's meant to fire you up. Texans at the Chargers. Who you got?
The Chargers.
So do I. That could be a close game, but I like the Chargers. Rams at the Browns. Who you got?
My boy Jared Goff and the Rams.
He hasn't looked that good.
I know. I still like him, though.
He has not looked that good.
He's my favorite NFLer.
But the Rams are 2-0 and beat the Saints last week. Drew Brees are not. Saints are a good team. And finally, the Bears at the Redskins.
I have the Bears.
So do I.
What's your final score for that, since that was the tiebreaker?
28-13 Bears. I don't think it's going to.
22-10.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be close. I do not think it's going to be close. Now, it has come to the time in our show where we are going to start doing some picks with our special guest, Jason McManus. How you doing, Jason?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
So, we got some interesting college games. Finally, we're starting to get a couple interesting ones because we're getting into the season a little bit. And talk if you want or don't talk. First game I had up on the list that came up is number 11, Michigan at number 13, Wisconsin. What do you think about that one, Jay?
I like Michigan in this game. I think Jim Harbaugh has his boys ready to play this week. I think Michigan's one of those teams that, although they didn't play very well against the military academy school, they're going to turn things around in the Big Ten. They're going to get off on the right track. Wisconsin's a weaker team this year. I like Michigan's chances.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna disagree. I think this is going to be a very close game. I think Wisconsin plays a little bit better at home, gets it going a little bit better against a bigger opponent, a opponent that they play a lot, in conference. And I think Wisconsin wins it by 3. EJ, what do you got?
I have Michigan by 6 or more points.
Nice. Yeah, and I could see it going that way, Jay, right?
No, they beat Navy in OT or something.
Yeah, it was a close game. Was it the Army, I think they played, or Navy? What else?
Yeah.
They played Navy. My friend.
Navy,
Yeah, I think so. Navy's not really slouch. And you know what? The funny thing with Navy, a lot of teams don't like to play Navy because because of the style of offense. In fact, all the academies, nobody likes to play them because they do the wishbone and all those crazy things. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting number 11 Michigan at number 13 Wisconsin. Then we have number 8 Auburn at number 17 Texas A&M. EJ, what do you think about that? What do you like?
Although the stats don't say, so, but I like my Aggies. I love them to death, and I think they're going to beat Auburn because I mean, as much they played Lamar last week. Okay, like who even is that? They beat them really badly. Okay, no offense to anybody from Lamar, because with my luck, I'll probably end up going there, and they'll be like, "Oh wait a minute, you're the kid." No, I'm sorry, but here's what's going on. We played Lamar last week, and we destroyed them. We put 60-some points on them. They looked good, and I feel like even if they were playing a harder school, that they would still have won last week. Say Lamar was somebody like Clemson, we probably wouldn't have beaten them, but we could give them a run. Texas A&M's good, and this is Auburn. This isn't the number 1 Alabama or Florida or the big college schools. So Texas A&M has always been big in football, and they've always shown up. And this is Auburn. They're at the home field. Okay, I watch games on TV sometimes when it comes to Texas A&M. They're on weird times, so I can't watch. But whenever I am watching, I'm like, wow, that place is packed. That is crazy.
Yep.
I want to go there really badly, and I want to be a part of that. I'll tell you right now, that is an electric place, and Auburn's going to be shaking in their boots when they come in there. I bet you right now. So I got Texas A&M by exactly 6 points.
Jason, what do you got?
I got Auburn in a real close game here. Auburn by 4. The Tigers are for real this year.
Yeah.
They got a great running back combination, and they pass the ball well. So very balanced offense. So I think they get the job done.
It's going to be a tough test for Texas A&M defense. I thought that looking at this game, I do think they will hang close. I've got Auburn by 3, very similar to what you have, Jay. So, and then our final college game of the week, number 7 Notre Dame at number 3 Georgia. And I'm going to tell you right now, Georgia's for real. They're not. I mean, there's a step off after the first 2 teams, Clemson and Alabama. There's no question. But Georgia's for real. Why? They've been in this position the last 4 or 5 years. They've been in this position, putting themselves in a position to play for the college football national championship. And while Notre Dame is a high-ranked team and they're pretty good, they're going to have a tough time playing. And as soon as they play the Krypton fanfare going into the fourth quarter down there, Georgia's going to catch fire, and it's going to be a touchdown win for Georgia over Notre Dame, 7 points. Jason, what do you think?
So, listen, me being Irish, my second favorite football team of all time is the Irish of Notre Dame. I think most of Northeast Pennsylvania is hoping for a win, but I just don't think it's going to happen. You know,
Yep.
the SEC is just too strong. And
Yep.
Georgia, I think they're going to pull away. They're going to win by 11. And Northeast Pennsylvania is going to be drowning in their sorrows on Sunday.
Yeah, that's too bad. I agree. EJ, what do you think?
And now poetry by Gary. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Georgia. The glory, glory to old Georgia will be played a lot in this game. I really have a bad feeling about it. Well, it's actually a great feeling because I don't like Notre Dame. But I really think Georgia's going to win this game. I think it'll be a high-scoring game for both teams.
EJ, you think Georgia's going to win this game?
Yeah.
You know what? That's kind of in doubt. I'm
No,
not really sure.
no. I think Virginia Tech is going to win this game. No,
How
I
many
think
points?
Georgia's winning this game, and it's going to be like 16 or 17 points.
Okay. I can see that
But
too.
it's going to be high scoring on both sides. I'm not
Yeah.
counting Notre Dame out on not scoring.
This could be a statement win for Georgia, honestly. I mean, think
I mean,
about
not taking any credit away from Notre Dame. Notre Dame plays one of the toughest schedules in the
Yeah,
They do.
They always,
And they need
always
to because they're an independent school. They need to do things like this. But
yes.
my goodness, what a schedule.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I think when they set this one up a few years back, they didn't think that Georgia would be this good. I think they thought this would be a solid opponent to get a win against. I think they probably thought that they would get something, but it's not. Hey, is Penn State off this week? Who do they got?
Honestly, I don't even know.
You don't know? I didn't see it either. All right.
Northwestern?
All right. Yeah. Hey, close win last week. Man, oh
That
man.
was crazy.
Wow.
Against Pitt, yeah.
Crazy.
Rivalry game, right?
Wow.
I think a lot of people
Yes.
expected this game to be close, except for Las Vegas. But
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
you know,
Yeah.
that game was a close game. Pitt came out hard. They fought hard. They punched them in the face
They
a couple
did.
times.
They did. They had the ball deep a few times that they didn't capitalize. It just stuff didn't work out for Pitt. But Penn State struggled. Pitt showed them something. So watch out for Pitt. They might be onto something. You never know.
Yeah, I'm glad you got a kick out of your game because I didn't get a kick out of mine. I mean, South Dakota?
North Dakota State, kind of
Free.
Delaware.
They
Oh,
beat us so badly.
yeah, they beat us bad. Anyways, all right.
And an update to Penn State fans, not to sour grapes them, but they are off this week. They play next Friday night against Maryland, and the high-scoring offense.
Oh
Maryland.
boy, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. Listen, even if that's not a top 25, both teams, we picked that game next week. Let's talk about that. Put that note in the back of your head, okay? Let's do that. On to number 4 of the starting 5. What everybody comes out to listen to. The high school football picks. We got some games this week.
Yes.
Some are not very close.
But some are close.
But some might be close. I know that the first, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 6 games probably are not going to be close. So let's dive right in. Jason, Valley View, 4-0 at Honesdale. What do you think?
Yeah, Valley View wins this game early and often. Valley View.
Yeah. How many points you got? Do you remember?
20.
20. Okay.
Value by almost 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I've got Valley View. Honestly, guys, I've got Valley View by 31 points. I think that what's going to happen is I think they got a little bit of a somewhat close scare with Abington Heights a couple weeks ago. And I think the coach lit into them because that's a program up there, folks. Valley View.
Oh yeah.
I think they're going to pour it on. I think this is a league game for them. This is a Lackawanna conference game that they're going to blow Honesdale at 31 points. What do you think, EJ?
Yeah, Valley View, and I don't even know why I'm thinking about this right now because I don't think it takes in thought. 21-point deficit,
Okay.
and then
All right.
I don't see the Honesdale coming back from that. Really, I think
Yeah.
this is going to destroy them for a little bit.
Yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting for certain. All right. The game will be that tomorrow night. 4-0 Dallas at Wyoming Valley West. I got to be honest with you. And Jason, I'm sure, will speak to this here in a moment. Valley West is not good at all. They're really not a good team. That being said, they're a big school. And just like Luke Dogadio told us in the interview last week, they're a big school. Can't take them for granted. I think it'll be a little closer game than Dallas has been used to for a bit. And I think there'll be some learning in this game. I think Dallas wins easily by 24 points, but I do still think that it'll be, Dallas will win it easily, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer. EJ, what do you think?
Dallas 53, Wyoming Valley West 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Muser. Listen, buddy. If you did what you did last week, please do, because I want to watch it really badly. If you do what you did last week, nighty-night, Spartans. Nighty-night, buddy.
Night-night.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think this game is very close either. I too, Jared, has this game by 24 points for the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
I love Jack Baranski, great guy, former neighbor of mine down there in Lawrenceville. Great family, but this is by far the worst Spartan team I have ever seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I just don't. The numbers aren't there. The talent's not there. Give them a few years. Couple, as they say in Manitoba, couple 2-3. We'll have this team
Right.
back to where it
Hannah?
needs to be. But
They got a few hurt boys.
Hannah or no, but boy, I'll tell you, it's not a good year for Jack Baranski and Spartans.
Hazleton now?
What's that?
But here's the big challenge. I have a challenge for this game.
Yeah.
It went viral last week. The blindfolded drummer from Valley West.
I am
Okay.
a question captain for Dallas.
EJ Samuel, you must blindfold yourself for this game. And
Okay.
drum
I've been
with
working
the
on it.
blindfold.
I've
Yeah.
been working at it.
Listen, he's played all the pieces of percussion. Here's the thing. We may not even attempt anything like that. Unfortunately, 2 years ago when we were down at Valley West,
I'll explain this as well.
all of the kids from Valley West came over, and when our kids went to go get their food at halftime, right after halftime, the show and everything else, they went to the away side stand, and all the Valley West kids came over, and there were a ton of fights
on us.
like badly. It was it's nasty to the degree that the high school principal
Today.
called everybody in the district tonight and said, take precaution, don't instigate anything. We've had a lot of problems
Wow.
down at Valley West.
Wow.
Yes. I'll
Okay.
tell you right now,
He
I
doesn't
got
want any
chased.
problems, and
A lot
it's
of bad blood here. Maybe
Yes.
Well,
Dallas
listen.
is not even stronger in this game.
Listen.
no. Hey, listen.
We're not trying to get in trouble.
The field ain't going to be nothing. It's going to be a destruction. There's going to be maroon and gold blood on that field, dude. Okay, let's not even question that. The problem is when your student section can't be mature and comes over and picking fights and so on and so forth. That's just not supposed to happen, dude.
Listen.
That's a Lehman thing. Don't be doing that.
Ooh.
Yes, shots fired to the guys with the bandanas. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm going to speak a little bit on this game. And I know there are a few Dallas kids that watch this game, okay, that are going to come to watch this game. And a few Valley West kids that are going to come to watch this game as well. and I know that they watch this podcast. Yeah, let's not get into fights. I understand what you're saying, Jason, with the blindfold thing. I have been practicing it actually because I saw it and I was like, wow, that's really neat. I got to try it. I have my practice pad upstairs, okay? But I may or may not do it. If I don't do it, it's because I don't want to instigate. The Valley West band is very good.
Yeah, they're
I
good
do
kids.
not want to try to one-up them and start a fight because they are on our good side right now.
Yeah,
there are
we
bands
like
that
them.
like us and bands that hate us. Valley West used to hate Dallas's band back in my first years of marching band, and now they started to like us because we have changes and different teachers that come along that don't treat the other teachers and the other kids like garbage and all this other stuff. And Valley West likes us now, and I'm not trying to one-up them or not.
True.
I could easily do it as well if I had enough practice. I'm not trying to one-up them. I may or may not do it tomorrow. But
Yeah, they're really
as
really
captain,
good kids.
I need to make a decision that will benefit the entire band.
Yeah.
If I do that to make myself look cool, then the whole band's going to look terrible because I tried to one-up. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
We're going to keep moving on. Listen, they're one of the more solid music programs around, and we highly respect them. We had district band auditions down at their place last year. They couldn't have been nicer. They were great people, great hosts. We like Valley West Band. Student section, just knock it off. Seriously. Like, our student section has problems, too. Like, they need to knock it off.
But Valley West got booed last year.
Yeah, I know. Selinsgrove at Berwick. Jason, what do you got?
Get your Hearst potato chips ready. Berwick by 14.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Berwick by 17, and it might be more. Berwick has to make a statement at some point. I think they've made, but they need to say, hey, we're playing some out of the area competition and we're whooping them. They've got to start building up some momentum because they've got some tough games coming up. So I agree, but I've got them 17. It could even be more points. EJ, what do you got?
Now, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, is Berwick going to destroy these guys? Or are they just going to, like, wuss off a little bit? Get away with it. But they're going to wuss off a little bit. Abington Heights is not a good team. They are a good team, but they aren't to Berwick's caliber.
Yeah,
and
they're not.
Abington,
it's
once
true.
again, and I don't want to hound on this, but I bring it up all the time because I want you guys to see this. Abington Heights almost beat them. They outplayed Berwick. Selinsgrove, not too far from Abington Heights when it comes down to the style. Now, I don't get to see a lot of Selinsgrove because Selinsgrove, they're in a team you see often around in these parts. But when they do come around, they do put on a show. I'm not saying that Berwick's going to lose this game because they're winning this game. That's not a question.
And it's at Berwick, too. We know how tough it is to play
I
there.
hate going there, even in the band.
Yeah, it's
so
tough.
it's going to be Berwick by 19 points. But Selinsgrove, I have a feeling they got a trick up their sleeve. They're going to score a little bit.
So you've got Berwick by 19.
They're going to have Berwick on their toes for next week.
Tunkhannock at Wyoming area. EJ, go ahead quick with this one. I think we know what's going to happen here.
All right, boys. I'm going to keep this simple. To all of my Tunkhannock friends out there, I am terribly sorry, but I have really bad news. The Warriors came in, and then tonight I got the news that tomorrow the Tigers are going to fall by 45 plus points.
45. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Wow. Jason, what do you got on that one?
This is a no-brainer.
Yep.
34 points.
Yep.
Wyoming area, one of the best teams in the state.
Yep.
They get the job done again.
Yeah, I've got Wyoming area by 35. I just don't think it'll be close. It's at Wyoming area. That's a tough place to play too. It's loud. Like the whole town walks up to that stadium. Like it's crazy. You've never been down there to see a game.
People cross the bridge from Pittston to go see games there.
They do. It's crazy.
How do they do that?
Western Wayne at Hanover area. Jason, you go first on this one.
Listen, I'm an alumni of Hanover, but they're not a good football team this year. Western Wayne is going to rush for over 350 yards versus Hanover. it's going to be over early. It's going to be another game where the mercy rule is going to be in play by the second half. It's 35 points for Western Wayne.
Yeah, I've got Western Wayne by 31 points on the road in this one. Yeah, I mean, it just, just short of letting that clock run. I don't know. But, yeah, it's going to be a slaughter. What do you think, EJ?
Western Wayne, they're undefeated. I feel like they shouldn't be, but they are undefeated. And they're playing Hanover. So, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, they got to win this year. Congrats, but what am I going to say? Do you want me to make it sweet with puppies, kittens, and rainbows? Because it's not going to be that way tomorrow. It's really not. I got to keep it straight with you. We got a 21-point game here, and it's going to be 28-7.
28-7 Western Wayne. North Pocono at Delaware Valley on Saturday. I'm going to start with this one. North Pocono is not good, and they're not good. They're not good. Del Valley, on the other hand, they're pretty good. I've got, and it's at Del Valley, I have Del Valley by 28 points. Jason, what do you got?
Delaware Valley by quite a bit of points here. They're going to win by 20.
Yeah.
Delaware Valley's is too big and too strong, too fast.
Yeah, they've
Great
put some
quarterback.
Yeah, they put some points up this year too.
Yeah, very good
They
team.
have. What do you got?
Well, let's consider our options here. I mean, Delaware Valley, it's at home for them. They've beaten Wallenpaupack by 70, and they beat West Scranton by 60. North Pocono is in the range of those teams. I'm not going to go overboard because I don't want to be wrong on this. But at the same time, I'm going to say, this is going to be like a 50-point game. Because, I mean, if they could beat Wallenpaupack by 70 points and they could beat West Scranton by 60, both of these teams last year you wouldn't want to play. But now, here's Delaware Valley just plowing them over.
Yep.
So North Pocono, get out of here. If your Trojan horse ain't working this time, it's going to be a 50-point game.
Yeah, it very well could be. It could be a bad thing. You know what? And Jay, maybe Delaware Valley is looking to pour points on to move up a bit in those state rankings, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Because they've got some other teams up there that are getting some noise. Dunmore was getting some noise. Scranton Prep was getting some noise. They've fallen on hard times. Maybe Delaware Valley feels like, hey, we can slide in there behind Valley View and get some noise ourselves. Anyways, here's a close game. Here's a closer game.
Yeah.
Wallenpaupack at Pittston area. Who went first last time? Was it me?
I think, it was you.
Jason, go first. Wallenpaupack at
I
Pittston.
got Paupack by 2 touchdowns. This is a bad game, bad teams. It's going to be one of those slugfests where they're going to go back and forth, lots of turnovers, lots of penalties. Fans will be upset watching the game. Whoever turns the ball over more is going to lose by more. And I think Pittston already turns the ball over more. And I'm gonna go Paupack by 14. I might be wrong with this pick, but I'm going to give Paupack a chance to win this game.
Okay. I'm going to go on the other side of that. This game's at Pittston. Wallenpaupack is reeling. They've had some very lopsided loss, and they've been scored on a lot. Pittston, I think, is still learning what personnel that they have that they should use, and I think they learned a little bit last week after Dallas thumped them pretty hard. I think Pittston's going to come out. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Pittston's going to win by 3 points at home. I really do.
I legit was thinking the same thing.
I think they're going to get this done, Jay. I saw this game and I said, you know what? I think Pittston can win this game. They need a win. It's a far. Yep, they need it bad. It's a tough place to play. It's also Wallenpaupack's going to travel quite a ways.
They got Scranton Prep in their schedule soon.
Yeah, I mean, here you go.
You never know.
I just think that if Pittston's gonna make a run at it, and I think they showed some life towards the end of that game last week, even though I just think they're gonna win it. I do. I think they're gonna win it by field goal. I really do. EJ, you think the same thing?
Exactly.
Yeah. I just I just feel it in my gut.
It's gonna be one of those fluke field goals, though. I'm telling you.
Could be
It's gonna be
wrong.
like one of those fluke ones. It's gonna be
Could
like,
be wrong.
oh, this kid's about to attempt from 40 yards, and it's like, oh, it's not gonna make it, and then the wind's just gonna blow it through or something. I'm calling it. It's gonna be. They're gonna win by 3, but it's gonna be like.
Yeah, it could be a weird 3.
Okay, I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Yeah.
So
Funny.
cool.
So, next game, Lackawanna Trail. Starting to come around a bit at Carbondale. EJ?
Carbondale. No moss.
Carbondale.
No moss. You're losing.
Yeah.
By 21 points.
Well, listen,
Y'all
man.
losing.
It can't be no moss if they haven't won anything.
No moss.
Because they're terrible. They're
Moss.
terrible.
You're bad.
I have what's your
You're bad.
what do you got point wise?
I'm gonna go 21-0 because I think Lackawanna Trail is.
Yeah. I have Lackawanna Trail by 21 points is what I have. Exactly what I have. Jay, what do you got?
Trail by 30. I'm not understanding why Carbondale still has a football program.
No. Listen, though. I'm hearing rumors that Forest City is going to start sending way more kids. They're either A, if they have enough kids enrolled for Carbondale's football team next year, they're going to get their own football team or something like that. And if not, they're going to send their kids to Carbondale.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
Whatever.
Forest
Listen,
City still
that
needs to get one.
whole thing's a
Maybe they
mess.
just need to merge those 2 school districts up there.
You really do.
You're exactly right. I think that's very, very true. And they could do it. Speaking of another bad team, Holy Redeemer. Oh, that's terrible. Holy Redeemer at Nanticoke area. Yeah. So that's a Friday night game. And we all know what happens down in Nanticoke area Friday nights and games.
Yeah, they put gasoline on their wayside stands.
Oh man, we were down there last year, and there was a big an actual gasoline spill right behind us. It stunk so bad, people were getting sick.
Yeah,
It was horrible.
yeah.
We blew them out
It
and
was a
got out
bunch
of there
of-
as quick as possible because it was horrible.
Bunch of students actually.
So guess what's going to happen? Holy Redeemer going to get killed. I've got Nanticoke by 24. Honestly, Jason, what do you got?
Well, I think Holy Redeemer is going to be singing Amazing Grace. And they're going to need some choir boys to come play for this football team soon because why? Why do they need to keep doing this to themselves?
Oh,
Amazing Grace. Like, listen, this game's a complete blowout.
yeah, it is.
40, 50 points.
Oh,
Nanticoke. They're going to take him to a nice Catholic church down there in Nanticoke, and they're going to give him the blessing before the game and say, let's just let's go for pizza instead.
they're going to give them the last rites before the game. Terrible. Terrible. What do you got, EJ?
Jason, I need you to do me a favor. Can you quote what you said first week with the holy water?
Oh, yes, there's not enough holy water to go around to sprinkle on the players.
Self-explanatory, folks. Self-explanatory.
Yeah,
31
DJ,
points.
that's awesome.
31 points. Riverside at Dunmore. Jason.
I love this game. I think this is one of the best games that we have to pick from this week.
I agree.
I originally, it's at Dunmore. Riverside struggles on the road sometimes.
Yep.
And they struggled at Lakeland with turnovers. And I thought to myself, can the Vikings go into Dunmore and get the job done in Dunmore? And I originally had Dunmore by 6. But you know what? I'm going to go with Riverside. I'm going to go with my team. I got to go with my friends at Riverside, the Vikings, and my wife who teaches there. I'm going with the Vikings. The Vikings get it done by 6. Go Vikes.
Yeah, go Vikes. I agree. I think that Dunmore is paper champion. You know what I mean? They were ranked, and they have not shown much of anything. Riverside is got a little bit of momentum after that loss up at Lakeland. They have a real need to get things done, and I think they get it done. I think they're going to win by 14 points, Riverside Vikings. EJ, what do you think?
I think Riverside wins this game by 3.
Okay.
10-7.
10-7, low score.
Wow.
I think this is going to be a defensive battle.
Could be.
And it very well could be. I agree with you, EJ. It very well could be.
I don't really count a lot of the times that I've seen Dunmore play, unless it's been recent. And the only recent time I've ever seen them play, they were playing. Who were they playing? Were they playing North Pocono? I was out, and they had to move it to a Saturday afternoon. I was like, oh, I'll go see. So Mom dropped me off. I watched the game. Dunmore's got a good defense. I'll tell you what. They got a little nice place back there, Dad.
They do. We were there.
We got a little nice place back there.
Yeah.
I was watching that game. They're a defensive team. And this is going to be a game where there's going to be 2 touchdowns scored early, and it's going to be a defensive battle, second, third quarter, and then the fourth quarter is going to be Dunmore and Riverside pushing. Okay, who can get into field goal range? Because we're going to need to kick a field goal soon because I don't think we're going to be able to score.
Could be.
And it's going to be Riverside that's going to eventually get that chance.
It could
Ross,
be.
we all have Riverside. They win? EJ, got them to win?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
We all got Riverside. Here's the thing. You know what? If you've not been to Dunmore, the stadium there,
Nice
that is a true backyard brawl. It's behind the school. It's close. It's tight back there. It's weird. And I can imagine being a team going in there and playing, it's got to be a little difficult. So, boy, oh boy. But Riverside, I think, gets it done. I think they've got momentum. Montrose at Susquehanna. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this game because I'm going to tell you right now, Susquehanna has not proved a single thing to me. They might not beat Holy Redeemer. That's how bad they've been. But Montrose hasn't shown me anything either. I think Montrose wins by 17 on the road. For some reason, I just feel like they're getting it done. Jason, what do you think?
I've got Montrose in a closer game. I think this game's going to go back and forth. The offenses are going to move the ball, but not to the end zone very often. So that's why I'm going with the low-scoring game here, Montrose by 7.
All right. What do you got, EJ?
This is the game that I wanted to go see this weekend, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, is it even worth asking Dad to go up there? And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. This is actually kind of worth it because they're both pretty much equally ranked when it comes down to how good they are. I mean, maybe on the rankings, I'm not sure exactly where they both are. Probably really, really, really bad. But I'll tell you what, they're both skill level the same. And I'll tell you, I think Montrose wins this game 17-14. I think Susquehanna is going to score twice. Montrose's
it's a little
defense
surprising.
is not good.
EJ, don't waste your time. You're better off going Cal Tippin up there if you're going to drive that far.
I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for some sort of farm reference. Oh boy,
I'm not
yeah,
talking
it was.
about Lehman.
There
yet.
was. Yeah,
We didn't talk about Lehman.
Yeah, they must be off this week because I didn't have them on the schedule. I do want to give a score update. So my old pal that I used to work with, Brian Pashinsky, says, I know you guys are District 2, but we got a Thursday night game here in District 11. Lehighton leads Panther Valley 21.
Panther Valley?
Shh. Can I read it?
No.
Lehighton leads Panther Valley 21-0. Yeah, those are those Allentown, those Lehigh Valley schools, Jay. That's some serious football down there. So, what's up, Brian? What I got to do is we got to get you on this show too, because I know you do a lot of stuff with this high school football. I know you love it, man.
They play Northwest tomorrow.
So we got to.
I was just going to say the same thing, EJ. We got to pick this game. Lehman and Northwest is going to be a great game.
Yeah, well, did I get it?
You may or may not have. Regardless.
Lehman and Northwest. Where is it at?
Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
Wait a second.
At Lehman.
Where's it at? It's at Lehman? Northwest at Lehman?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me call out WNEP. WNEP, you didn't even have this on your schedule. Hello? I took it right off your website. It wasn't even there. Now that I got that out, like, seriously, get with it. Super 16, okay, yeah. You missed a game,
and
a good one.
Doubled a game. That was pretty trash.
Silliness. So, Northwest at Lehman? Wow. It's at Lehman.
You want a backyard brawl? Here you go.
It is. This should be pretty good. I do think Lehman gets it done. I think it's a 4-point win for Lehman, like a 14-10 game. That's what I think. EJ.
Northwest comes in, gets it done, wins by 7.
Northwest by 7.
21-14.
Okay, Jay, what do you got?
I'm going Northwest by 1.
Wow. It could be.
The Rangers get it done late, and they need a 2-point conversion to win the game, and they win the game.
How about
Under
that?
The lights.
Could be. Could be. This would be a game, if it wasn't at Lehman, that we might go to if our team wasn't playing. We might go see it because that's a heck of a matchup. I don't know how we missed it. I got to do a better job and not rely on the Super 16. Anyways, Lakeland at Mid-Valley. Jay, what do you think about that one?
The Chiefs played well at home against Riverside. I like Lakeland to get another win here. Mid-Valley's not a very good program. I know they won last week against a terrible program that they played last week. So Lakeland continues winning. The football team getting better and better every week, so the Chiefs get it done, just like the Chiefs of Kansas City are going to win
Yeah.
this weekend. Lakeland gets it done this week too.
Yeah. How many points? You still there?
2 touchdowns.
2
14
touchdowns.
points.
Okay. I got a little bit closer game because honestly, depends on what Lakeland team shows up. Is it the Lakeland team that got beat pretty soundly by Lehman, or is it the Lakeland team that beats Riverside? Mid-Valley, I think, is a little bit better than maybe you give them credit for. So I'm going to say Lakeland in a close one on the road. I say Lakeland by 3. EJ, what you got?
All right, story time. Quick story time. It was a district chorus this year. It was at Lakeland. And during every single period, got really annoying. It was cool, but it got really annoying after a while. During every period, they would ring the bell, and then they would do the tomahawk chop music, right? Well, get ready, because Mid-Valley, y'all about to get tomahawk chopped. Bad. Like, I don't think this game's going to be close. I like Lakeland's chances at this game, and I think they're going to win this game.
How many points?
28.
28. Okay.
Mid-Valley's not impressing.
Okay. Wilkes-Barre area at Hazleton. EJ, intriguing little game. What do you got?
I honestly forgot who I put on my paper. Shout out to the kid who spilled milk on my paper. So Hazleton and Wilkes-Barre. I forget what I put down for this game, and I remember I wrote things down for this game. This is a crazy game. I like it because Wilkes-Barre's a fast team. But from what I saw from Hazleton, they got their butts kicked when we played them. But they still, for some odd reason, they got a good, safeties and all defense, in the backfield.
Yeah.
They were solid. Defense-wise, they were solid. Now, towards the end, we tired them out, which I think that's what's going to happen to Hazleton is Wilkes-Barre's going to run circles around them.
Yeah.
But Hazleton, this is going to be a tough game for Hazleton and Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre, come off of a loss last week, am I correct?
They got shellacked.
Yes, so I got Wilkes-Barre, and I got them by 7. But I think Hazleton's going to give them a kick in the pants because we play them next week at 1 o'clock on Saturday, which we'll explain our schedule soon.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of their games saying we need to win this game and get ready because we need momentum for Dallas next week.
So you got Wilkes-Barre area surprising a little bit this year. Honestly,
I thought they were going to be trash.
Better than people expected. I've got a tight game on this one too. I have Wilkes-Barre area by 7 on the road, which will be a difficult game for them. Hazleton people really come out. We saw it a couple weeks ago. Nice facility, no parking. It's terrible. So Wilkes-Barre area people get there early because there's no parking. But yeah, 7 points. I think it'll be a little bit of a closer game. 7 points. Jay, what do you think?
Oh!
Yep.
Oh! Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack by 12 up in the hood.
Yeah, the hood. That's exactly right,
It's literally
man.
what it is, yeah.
The hood is exactly right. Yes.
Both stadiums are in the hood, so.
Yes, they are.
That's pretty
They
cool.
are. And by the way, that's exactly why the game got moved.
To 1 o'clock.
Yes. Yes, that's why the game got with JR. Dallas is playing at Wilkes-Barre area, and we're supposed to be next Friday.
Cue the more you know thing by NBC.
And yeah, right. The more you know. Do.
Yeah.
They got the game moved because there's been a ton of fights, muggings. Somebody almost got killed outside the stadium. These night games, it's bad.
Stay classy.
So
stay
classy. Stay classy.
Mostly Myers.
Yeah, right, exactly. So bad. So everybody in Wilkes-Barre, be safe, please. Like, don't be trash. Scranton Prep at West Scranton. Scranton Prep at West Scranton. I don't think this will be all that close, although West Scranton finally did get off the schneid. I think Scranton Prep's going to get off the schneid. I think they're going to win this one a little closer. The good thing about this game for Scranton Prep is it technically is still a home game for them because they play in the same stadium that West Scranton does. So there's not really a favorite there. But I think Scranton Prep wins this game by 7. Jason, what do you think?
The Preppers, the Cavaliers by 10 or so, I think I had. They get the job done. 10 or 12, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And I think so, too. I think they're going to start to get their legs under it. They've got some good skill players on offense. They just couldn't get it going against Wyoming area when we saw them. They just got owned. What do you got, EJ?
Remember when we were at that Scranton Prep game?
Yeah.
Right. And those kids were sitting in front of us. They were talking about high school football.
Yep.
What did they? Do you recall what that one kid said? There's a lot of people have said this. Remember what that one kid said about West Scranton not being able to penetrate defenses? What did he say about defense? Do you remember the exact quote?
I don't remember it.
Defense wins championships. Now, Scranton Prep, although they didn't show us defense at that game I was at, West Scranton cannot penetrate defenses, and Scranton Prep is a defense that is difficult to penetrate. Really, really difficult to break through. And I think this is going to be a closer game because it's a home game for both teams technically, although West Scranton by technicalities gets the home game. I think that this is a closer game, but the defense comes out strong for Scranton Prep and beats West Scranton by 13 points.
13 points. Okay. Okay, 2 games to go. Crestwood at Williamsport. Boy, long trip, Jay. What do you got?
Money.
Yes.
Money! Crestwood goes out to Williamsport. Crestwood's offense has been Jekyll and Hyde, to be quite honest. And I think Crestwood loses this game again. Crestwood is one of those 500 teams that I want to say, I want people to remember Crestwood 2-3 years from now because the freshman / JV varsity team and the junior high team, no one's touching them right now.
Yeah,
they're destroying everybody.
Yep.
There is a lot of talent up here, and people are talking that you watch this program 2 or 3 years from now because it is just that good.
Yeah.
But it's not there yet. But you give this new head coach Arcangeli a chance with this system. He's going to do amazing things. He's got a lot of talent coming up.
Nice.
And it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to be a part of up here.
Yeah.
On top of the mountain.
Yep.
But they go out, they take an hour-long trip to Williamsport, they lose the game by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I think they take an hour-plus trip to Williamsport, and they lose by 4 touchdowns. I don't think it's going to be close. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad, too. But I agree with you, and I think a lot of what you said about Crestwood is very true. And I mentioned this to EJ. He will agree with me. I kept saying, watch Crestwood. It may not be immediate. They are going to be a good team, and they are going to be a good team. Unfortunately, it's just not this year. I'm sorry. EJ, what do you got?
500 team. Yep.
Yeah, it's too bad.
2 things. First of all, are we predicting the game or are we predicting the traffic on the way to Williamsport? Because all I got was that we were predicting the traffic. Anyway.
Well, wait a second. When you don't have when you just have a brand new bus company because you didn't have one and couldn't start school because of it and so on and so forth, maybe those drivers are like, oh wait, I don't know where Williamsport is. It's going to take a little bit longer.
Is Williamsport by Philly?
Yeah, right. Is it by Philly? Go ahead. What do you got?
I think this is Williamsport plays all the tough teams. They really, really do.
Yeah, they do.
In their district, Hoobastank, whatever you want to call it. They play teams. Southern Columbia, Central Columbia, Danville,
Yeah,
Shakeohemi, Jersey Shore,
Montoursville, who's really good.
Listen, women's sports sees it all. My friends, they see it all. Crestwood's going to be no match for these guys. I think the millionaires are going to become billionaires after this. I'm sorry. Listen. I got friends from all over the place, and my Williamsport friends. Yeah, I hope you have a good Friday night, because it's going to be. You guys are set up for victory on this one. This is going to be a 34-point game.
34 points. Yeah.
Because Crestwood's just not showing it to me.
It's too bad. That's tough. That's a tough road.
But no, I would not sleep on them in the future. I would not sleep on Crestwood in the future.
No, I agree.
They're going to be like what they used to be.
Listen, there's going to be some teams that are really good this year. There's going to be a couple that are going to graduate. Some kids are going to take a step back. I'm going to tell you right now, Dallas is one of them.
Dallas is going to be.
So just get ready, because Crestwood's going to be ramping up. Last game of the week, Scranton at Abington Heights. Quickly, I'm just going to say, I think Abington Heights gets the win. They're going to win by 7 points. They're beating them. I think they're beating them. I think this is their week.
By 9.
Yep, I think this is their week. I think they get the win. Jay, what do you think?
I do as well.
Yeah.
Abington's got one of the toughest schedules out there, if not the toughest schedule.
Yep.
Abington by 6. Abington gets the job done this week.
Yep, I agree. It's time for them. It's time for them to get this dub. All right, so that's our high school football picks for the week. I will tell you that currently, up until this week, Jason is in the lead with 37 wins, and EJ and I both are tied at 34 wins. So this is a pretty wide open race. But Jason's been doing real well, so congrats to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't give yourself a hernia patting yourself on the back too hard.
No, I won't. I've already got a sciatic nerve, so I'm good to go there.
Yeah.
I'm in pain too.
Okay, old man, no problem. So to round out our starting 5, we'll keep Jason on for this one, because it's a really interesting question. This is a really good question, and if you have any interesting questions, send them our way. Get them in those Facebook Live comments. Send them to our page. Message us, or send us something at assistsportspodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Here's the question of the day. What city, and we'll just say North American, meaning I'll say United States, Canada, what city that doesn't have sports or have a lot of sports teams needs more sports teams or needs a sports team?
We're talking from Major 4.
Yeah.
That's MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL.
Yep.
Hockey, basketball, football, and baseball. Soccer is not included in this one.
Yep, there you go. Jason, what do you think?
Well, I had an opportunity through work to visit some very large cities, and I had an opportunity to spend some time in the country's 4th largest city.
Yep.
And that's San Antonio.
Yep.
San Antonio, Texas. And right now they have the Spurs. And that's basically all they have.
Yep.
They've got a football stadium there. They got the Alamo Dome.
Yep.
Oh, they do. That's right, they do.
They do.
They need a pro football team.
Yep.
They need a pro football team.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So this is a must thing that the NFL needs to get done. San Antonio must get a football team. Baseball, there's already 3 teams in Texas. I don't know if they need a 4th, but they definitely need a Major League Football team there.
Yep, I agree. I think that's a real solid one. EJ, what city? What do you think?
Well, I had a lot coming up to mind. You think about hockey going to different places now because of the NHL. My favorite league to follow, my favorite sport.
Yeah, they're expanding.
They've been floating around. They just went to Vegas. They're coming to Seattle 2021. 2021, correct? 2021, right? Yes.
I believe so.
2021, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, their season tickets up there sold out, and the team wasn't even announced that they were going to be a team. Their season tickets sold out in 21 minutes. Yeah. It's a record for a team that didn't even exist.
Yeah. So you think about it.
That's crazy.
You got places like Seattle. You got places like Houston. People are trying to get a hockey team in Houston. The Dallas Stars obviously would not like that. But the rest of the league, there have been multiple talks about that. Kansas City. There have been things about New Orleans getting a team, which would be really, really neat.
That's interesting.
There's also talks about Hamilton, Regina, Saskatoon, all of these places. But there's also other sports that you can think about. Baseball. I know that there were talks about Oakland moving to San Jose. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. But Richmond, the people were talking about giving Richmond a major league team to rival with the Nationals. I like that idea, actually. There are talks about Baltimore getting a hockey team. There are talks about football expanding and moving to Toronto, being the first North American team in the Football League to not be in America. There's talks about London, all this stuff. We're not talking about that. But I'll tell you right now, the one that catches my eye the most, I like this one, is a hockey team going in Kansas City.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
decent.
like the Scouts coming back.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love it. I know that the Oakland Seals aren't coming back. Now, first of all, I'm going to look at the camera. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk to them. Hi. The hockey team that was supposed to be in Oakland and was supposed to move into Oracle Arena, and they were talking about this what, like 2011 or something? Oh, we're going to realign all the teams, right? And they did that whole realignment. There was 6 divisions, and then there became 4. That was originally made for expansion teams to start popping in, but it never happened. That's at the time the Atlanta Thrashers left for Winnipeg. All the stuff was going on. Kansas City was one of those teams in the talks for getting a team, and I like Kansas City getting a team.
Nice.
Hockey team, I love it. Dad is also going to talk about my second opinion, and is also his first.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: the Kansas City. I mean, they've got football and baseball, but if they get a hockey team, when you get one of those indoor sports, it makes it a lot easier to get the other one.
And they have an NBA arena. They have an NHL-sized arena.
Well, they do.
The Sprint Center.
And that's why,
Downtown.
that's why I'm going to talk about just real quickly Seattle, because they're going to get that hockey team. Don't know what the name of it's going to be. Please let it be the Seattle Kraken. That would be great.
Kraken.
That would be really, really great. But that would also mean the return of the Supersonics, which the NBA needs, because the NBA stinks. And that's why we don't really talk about basketball too much, because the NBA sucks. Okay, so that was the show for this week. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks to Jason for getting on with us this week. Missed you last week, pal.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
No problem. We want to give a couple of shout-outs first again to Jason for his visit. Want to give a special shout-out to my 3 guys from that Pod Guys podcast and the Weekly Nerd podcast. That would be Tony Kaz and Will Carey, and my man Tom D. What's up, Tom? Love you guys. Appreciate your show. Love your show. Love all the stuff that you're doing. You're one of the things that drives us to get better every week. So we appreciate all the stuff you guys do. And I'm going to tell you what, we already covered this. Dallas's Friday night game next week is not a Friday night game next week. So if all things go well, we might be on the road next Friday night, piping in from someplace. So you might want to stay tuned for that one.
We've got some ideas on where we may or may not go.
Yeah, might go taking a game. Depends.
Might go to South Southern Columbia if they're home, because that's their only chance. There's also a really great game next week that is Lackawanna Trail at Old Forge. We've got, I know Riverside's got a good game coming up. I think
there's a couple of decent games.
There's a few games.
We're thinking about it.
We're considering our options. Also,
send us your thoughts.
Yeah.
Next Friday night, where do you think we should go? It's
Valley View and Berwick.
Gotta be pretty low. Yeah, there's some good games.
So let us know where you think we should go. And
and we'll see if we can get there.
Also,
but until then, what?
One last thing. If you want to see some exclusive things that you won't see on YouTube, really, go to our Facebook page. I like to talk to my friends, and I like to talk to a bunch of people. As you can tell, I like to talk. Did I mention that I like to talk? Cool. Well, that's a number one thing when it comes to doing interviews. And I did one, and I plan to do a lot more. If you go to our Facebook page, you'll be able to see that. I talked to my buddy Luke Delgadio, the man who is notorious for being good at football and throwing a sandwich in the trash can from across the cafeteria. Good job, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to go see that, you can go to our Facebook page, and you can always talk to us, because let me tell you something. As a person who likes to talk, I understand. You got to get it out. So if you come and talk to us, let us know what you think. Give us your thoughts on the podcast. And if you want to see a lot more, look at the Facebook page. We got a lot coming up with exclusive live videos and a bunch of interviews.
Awesome.
There we go.
Good night, everybody. Have a great one. Enjoy all that football this weekend.
Yep.
Take care, everyone.
We out. Bop. That was long, but it was cool.
Too long.